Good evening, and thank you for joining us as we start a new week together. Tonight, mandatory evacuation orders are already underway for hundreds of thousands of Florida residents as Hurricane Ian gains strength as it bears down on the state's west coast. Residents are filling up sandbags and flocking to grocery stores, clearing out the entire inventory of bottled water and other non-perishable food items. Outside gas stations, long lines of cars wrapped around the block as residents waited for fuel for their vehicles and generators ahead of expected power outages. Tonight, Ian is nearing the western tip of Cuba as a strong Category 2 storm with 100-mile-per-hour winds. It's expected to grow in intensity to a Category 4 storm with top winds of 140 miles per hour as it moves into the open waters in the Gulf of Mexico. Governor Ron DeSantis has declared a state of emergency for the entire state, and the city of Tampa is bracing for its first major hurricane in more than a century. The Weather Channel's Chris Warren is tracking the storm, but CBS's Omar Villafranca will start us off from Clearwater, Florida. Good evening, Omar.
Good evening. Even if Ian doesn't make landfall here in Clearwater, meteorologists are expecting a powerful storm surge. I'm talking water over my head, flooding this entire area, and that's why they're telling people to get out while they can.
For all practical purposes, get out right now. Okay, everybody needs to go.
Florida officials are sounding the alarm, ordering evacuations for nearly 500,000 residents in low-lying areas of Hillsborough and Pinellas counties. Today, Hurricane Ian lashed the Cayman Islands with 85-mile-an-hour winds. It is expected to intensify rapidly over warm waters as it approaches the Florida coast, bringing a storm surge of up to 10 feet. Governor Ron DeSantis has already declared a state of emergency.
We will see on the Gulf Coast of Florida heavy rains, strong winds, flash flooding, storm surge, and perhaps isolated tornado activity.
In Clearwater, residents are stocking up on plywood and water. At one of several sandbag sites, it was bring your own shovel. Gabriel Alley, who moved here from California, filled his allotment of 15 bags.
We're going to get these sandbags in front of the garage, in front of the garage door, in front of the front door, and pray we're good.
Farther north, a weakened Fiona still packed a punch as extreme storm surge tore apart homes on Canada's east coast on Saturday.
Anyways, we survived, I guess is all we can say.
Back in Florida, residents are already finding some essentials hard to find.
There was yellow things over the gas nozzle, so I'm like, I guess it's out of gas already. Being out of gas, that's just crazy.
To clarify, mandatory evacuation doesn't mean officers are going door to door removing people from their homes. In fact, some people plan to ride it out at home. But deputies say if you call them during the storm, they might not be able to get to you. Norah?
It's a good point. Omar Villafranca, thank you.